Hello, everyone. I want to talk to you today about the 7 principles that leaders should apply during the coronavirus era, as well as other eras of crises, quite frankly. Principles are those tried and true practices that we should be using, especially during this era of challenge. So number 1 is to communicate. Right now is not the time to be silent. If you don't know, say you don't know. Silence breeds anxiety. Silence breeds distrust. If you're not saying anything, your team members are going to provide hypothetical answers that will then become truth. And the rumor mill will grow like wildfires in your organization, significantly damaging the employee morale quite farther than it already has been damaged. Number 2 is to collaborate. Now is the time, if you have not in the past, to share your leadership. This is very important because you have far less control than you had in the past, far less control than you believe you've had in the past. And so it's the time to trust those who you have in place to share your vision, to share your messaging accurately, and to do the right thing. You cannot be everywhere at the same time. So now's the time to empower them to do well and to serve in their roles. Number 3 is to stay calm. The leader sets the temperature of the team, of the organization. So if you are frazzled and out of control, so will your team members be. If you are calm and you are confident, then you will comfort them through that. You have to be that thermostat. Number 4 is be still and move slowly when you have absolutely no idea what to do. Now is not the time to make long-term decisions without your due diligence. So take that time to decide appropriately by collecting the right information and moving at the pace that you need to in order to make an informed decision or decisions, more than likely. Number 5 is to be a friend. And I know this may be counterintuitive, to typical culture in corporate America, but now is a very important time to be a friend. And what does that mean? What do friends do? First of all, they tell the truth. They're honest and genuine. So be genuine with your team members. If it's something that you feel like you absolutely should not be sharing right now, then no, you don't share it, but also don't lie either. So secondly, as far as being a friend, is wanting the best interest, and not just wanting the best interest, but doing and saying things that are in the best interest of your team members. So if you know, for example, that the possibility of them having a position in the future is shaky, be honest about that. That gives them the opportunity to perhaps pursue things that are more secure and provide more livelihood for their families. And thirdly, as far as being a friend, is about showing compassion. We are all obviously suffering from this coronavirus era, but the way that we're suffering are in different ways. So because what they're experiencing is manifesting in a different way than what you have to experience, that doesn't mean that you cannot still show compassion regarding what they are going through and how they are experiencing those things. And so number 6 is to plan with strategy and positivity. So you have to have a vision, even though you don't necessarily know what tomorrow is going to bring. That does not excuse you as a leader from planning and developing a strategy to help not only your organization survive through this, but to thrive beyond this era. So it's important for you to stay positive. If you want your team members to stay positive and be focused, hopefully, on the future, you need to provide that positivity. And it's your responsibility to provide that navigational plan as well to do so. And number 7, lastly, is to be human. To show that vulnerability that everyone has at this time. If nothing else, we are all humbled by this experience, this lack of control that we have had or have perceived that we have had up until this point. So be human, show your ability to not have capacity to do everything.